Hey you guys, hope you all are doing good. Welcome to episode 2 in my adventure riding lesson series. Stick around, it's going to be fun. So what I thought we'd talk about today, you guys, is probably what I would consider probably the second most important part of adventure riding, and that's using your balance. Because, with balance, that involves your clutch and your throttle and even a bit of brake if you want to get technical. But I did a really in-depth video on this topic for the enduro bikes and the dirt bikes. I'll put a link up here in the cards. I think I did that last year. But anyways, I'm going to go over some of the basics today with the bigger bikes and see if that can help you guys. So yeah, let's get started. So I got a little bit of a loop set up here behind me, you guys, and I'll put the camera up in the tree or something, and I'll get a couple clips just so that you can see what I'm talking about here. But these are just some basic drills that you guys can set up. You could even do it in a grassy field or on the pavement in an open parking lot on the weekend, with some pylons, or just about anywhere you could do this. But the basic idea is to get your brain to use your clutch, throttle, and even some brake if it's needed, to use them all simultaneously. And also we're going to talk about head direction. When you turn, they say that you should follow, kind of the way you're going to go is the way you should turn your head. Which is true, but I believe that happens naturally. I've seen a lot of adventure riders I've seen a lot of people giving lessons, and they really drill it home that you gotta really look where you're going, and obviously you have to look where you're going, but it's almost to the point where it looks unnatural. And I notice when I'm riding, I'm doing that anyways, and I don't even realize I'm doing that. So that's what I would like to convey to you guys. You should really just focus on riding naturally, relaxing. Don't turn your head awkward like I've seen people do when if you're doing a left-hand turn and your head's cranked all the way to the left. You got to kind of have some peripheral vision and watch what's going on. If there's a rider coming from the right and you got your neck cranked to the left, or that's just an example. It's got to occur naturally for you, and you got to be comfortable and you got to relax, and that's going to make you a better rider than anything that I could teach you. You got to relax and be natural. So I'll take a few clips and I'll show you guys what I mean. So I'm just going to show you guys what I got set up here. There's my bike over there. I've got kind of a little loop here. I put a ribbon on this tree and another ribbon over there on the stump. And then I threw a log in just to add some interest. You guys can tailor it to whatever your skill level is, but I just wanted to show you a bit of the loop I had here. And I'll show you kind of what I have planned out for that. Alrighty, so balance. I'm going to start you guys off with one of the most important balance drills I think that you could really do. And it's what my friends and I used to call the slow race. So basically what you want to do is just use your clutch, throttle, and a bit of your front brake. At least that's what I do anyways. And the idea is to go like this, as slow as you can. I mean, if you can sit in one spot and not move, then you got really good balance. But the idea is to get your clutch and throttle working together. Like that. That's really good drill there. Super good. So if you guys can do that kind of stuff, that's going to help you hugely. So there's a couple quick points I want to make, you guys, before you go out and try the balance drills. First is the temperature. If you guys using the clutch on these big bikes really heats up the motor quick. So I would preferably not pick the hottest day of the summer to practice these drills, because you're likely going to overheat your bike and it's just not going to be good for things. So I'm lucky it's in the fall here in Canada, so it's really nice and cool out. So everything runs really nice when it's nice and cool, of course. The second would be the weight of your bike. Now, obviously at adventure bikes, it's good to practice all your drills fully loaded, because your bike's handle's completely different when it's fully loaded. But with saying that, I would probably choose to run your bike as light as possible, even a half a tank of fuel, because I know some of the big, BMWs and some of the KTMs and that, they carry a lot of fuel. I don't know how much, but a lot. So I would probably, go with a half tank of fuel, nothing on your racks. Just make the bike as light as possible in the event you do fall over. It's easy to pick it up. That I should remind you, that was the first video in this series, so just go back and have a watch on that if you guys are really new to adventure bikes, and I just went over a few pointers about picking up your bike. But anyways, you want to be picking up a nice light bike. And then once you start to advance and you get a little better, start loading your bike up so that you can get a real world experience of how heavy it's going to be, because that's going to be the most important, because of course we don't tour around on our bikes with them completely empty. They're always loaded up. But learning the drills, cool day, and make the bike as light as possible just until you're comfortable with the drills, and then load them up and give it a go. So yeah, I hope that helps you guys. So yeah, now that we've got some basic balance, straight line balance, I guess you'd call that. You can see my ribbons here. I've got just a real simple loop-de-loop. I even threw in a log for my own challenge. That you got to hop over that, which I'll go over. And there's my next corner right here. So just practice going around like that. Don't go too slow at first, because I know that's challenging for everybody, even myself. Some days our balance is awesome, other days that's just because we're human and nobody's perfect. So I would just try and keep your momentum up so that you don't fall over. And really what you're doing, I'm going on the front brake here as well, just to keep my speed not too fast. Just use your clutch and a bit of throttle on the front brake if you get going too fast, and just practice like that, and then switch up directions. That's one of the most important tips I'm going to give you guys, is we spend too much time doing one direction, and in the real world you come to whichever's your bad side and you're kind of lost. So definitely switch up your directions. I don't know I think my right's my best. No, I think my left is my best cornering way. Right feels a little off to me, but they're both pretty equal. So yeah, I hope that helps you guys. Just do the circle drills, straight line drills, the slow speed race. It can actually be pretty fun if you got a half a dozen of your buddies and a nice grassy field. Put a line up, a starting line on the ground or a stick or something, and then see who can go the slowest. It's really quite challenging. I find myself doing it a lot, actually, even on all of my bikes, especially my trials bike. See if you can sit still like that. That's pretty decent balance. I've been riding a long time, so my balance is not too bad, but I think you guys will probably find that really improves your riding, and quickly too. Like those are the best drills you can really do on any bike. Well, that one was a little higher than I thought. Been eyeballing that log, I better give it a go. Nice. So yeah, let me know if these videos are helping any of you guys out. It's always nice to know that my videos are making a difference. So drop some comments below and let me know what you guys think. just a reminder about my Patreon. Check that out if you guys have never checked it out. It's pretty cool. It's just a way, you know, you can chip in $1 or $2. That goes towards my YouTube channel. So that just means I get more time to come out here and make videos to help you guys out. So yeah, I hope that helps some of you guys out. I'm not going to go too crazy in depth. Like I said in one of my last videos, I wanted to keep them around the 10-minute mark, which is sometimes hard to do, but I'll drop some cards in the upper corner here. And like I said, I did, you know, I went pretty in depth on my dirt bike and enduro bike. So that, and of course all those rules still apply. It's just a bit bigger bike. And I should mention the turning radius obviously on these big adventure bikes is nothing like a small dirt bike, so you got to take that into account when you're building, you know, a little circle or loop-de-loop or something. Figure eights are a good drill too. That way you get both, you know, you can do the nice figure eight and keep doing that all day long, and that'll help you guys out for sure. So right on. See you guys next video. Well, that's going to do it for me, you guys. I appreciate you guys checking out all my videos. Definitely check out the dirt bike and enduro version of this series. I did 10 or 11, I think, videos over there, so check out my playlists. I'll put a link in the cards as well, so I'm going to do more of those as well, but I just want to do a few of these adventure bike videos, try and help some of you guys out. So I appreciate you guys all watching. Drop some comments below. Let me know stuff you'd like to see. If you got any ideas, definitely drop them in the comments. And if you guys are new to the channel, definitely hit the subscribe button and also hit the thumbs up. And below the description, there's links to all my social media. If you guys are curious what I get up to, you can check some of that stuff out there. My Patreon account's there too, for those that feel like, you know, if you want to chip in $1 or $2 or buy a guy a beer for doing all these videos, that's cool. If not, they're always free on YouTube, so right on. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.